In other words, at this dinner at the Sign of the Dove restaurant, Mrs. Marcos indicated that she had a Swiss bank account and took out a bank statement which presumably indicated that that was the case. That's what I recall. Do you recall what led her to do this? I've been to a lot of dinner parties before, but nobody's ever proclaimed control of a Swiss bank account. Certainly not. Kind of hard to forget that. And I would say so. No, that's a complete lie. We can prove it. She never had a Swiss bank account. She does not own Emmy now, and she never had one. So what could she have been showing to him?
Allegations against Marcos increased up to the last days of his regime. The Philippine government is investigating quantities of gold that left the country by plane. The first of 3 flights worth $40 million left in late 1983. A cable sent by the U.S. Naval Investigative Service lists 3 more alleged Marcos shipments of silver and gold which left the country by sea. The bullion was sold in New York, and some sources say the money went to Switzerland. This telex shows how in his last year, Marcos transferred $94 million from the Philippines. The money passed through banks in New York into numbered accounts in Luxembourg and Switzerland. The last $500,000 left 6 days before Marcos fled his country. Meanwhile, as the banks maintained their code of silence and declined to be interviewed, a sense of bitterness rose far away in Manila.
This is one of the sources of disappointment, disillusion, if not anger. Not just of our people, but I think of most peoples in the third world who find themselves saddled with incredible and mind-boggling foreign debt. And it is inconceivable that the heads of the various financing institutions, the huge ones around the world, were not aware that these corrupt leaders in these countries were actually taking the money out of those countries and depositing it back with them. Where else will these billions go? Mr. Marcos's $10 billion are not here. They are somewhere. They must be in some bank abroad. And I don't mean one bank. They must be in 10, 15, 20 banks. And who are those banks if you look at them? They probably are the same banks that also lend to us. So they know that this money keeps going back and forth. And who are they using as collateral? The 56 million Filipinos.
Exiled in Hawaii for 15 months, the Marcoses still have their supporters. But can they get their hands on their hidden funds?
We have no funds. We have no funds. We are living on borrowed funds properly. We're miserable. We can't move. I can't go back to the Philippines.
To use their money would be to admit its existence or give away its whereabouts. And so, ironically, they plead poverty and accept handouts. Shoes, dresses, and food faucets for one of the world's wealthiest couples. This twist of fortune is hardest on Imelda.
What's the best? Because you would be proud of your basic human rights, of country, of citizenship, of freedom, of honor. If it is life, I'd rather die in time. But I'm going to go back. Even if I have the faith that somebody will put us.
The former strongman of the Philippines is keeping fighting fit, dreaming of a coup or a comeback. But his real battle is in the courts as he tries to stop the new Philippine government from recovering his hidden wealth.
We are essentially establishing a jurisprudence of deposed dictators. What that means is that new standards, new international standards of morality will be created and is in fact already already been created by these cases. These standards say that no dictator can pillage his country and loot his country's treasury and expect to retire comfortably on the spoils of his corruption.
Some say they have 5, others $10 billion. The presidential papers we have obtained suggest an absolute minimum of $2.1 billion.